Tony Hawk's Vert Alert 2024! We have the world's best men and women to compete and celebrate vert skating!
It is a beautiful day in the great state of Utah. There's even some snow out in the back of the mountains, but we are inside of the Huntsman Center for Tony Hawk's Vert Alert 24. It is finals day. Utah, are you fired up for some vert skateboarding? Yeah, the crowd is fired up. We are inside, ready to go. My name is Salema Masekela. I am joined by Paul Zitzer and Lizzie Armanto, and we are looking at the glory that is about to be the women's skateboard vert final. Of course, 6 women having the opportunity to go to the X Games in Ventura in just a couple of weeks. The state of women's vert skateboarding. Paul and Lizzie, when you look at this field and this average age of 14, how do you describe this movement that's taking place right now in women's vert skating?
We're seeing the future today. If you saw yesterday's semifinals, hands down, we've never seen so much progression from year to year, and today it's going to be the final proof.
Lizzie, your thoughts?
It's been incredible. I feel so inspired. I can't wait to go skate again.
When, like I said before, the average age of 14, when you were growing up, would you ever comprehend that this is what the field would look like today and the tricks that these women are doing?
They've progressed so fast, and it's really inspiring to see the next generation coming up, and they're pushing it for the whole of skateboarding.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look right now at exactly what it looks like. This is what the field of women's skateboarding looks like in 2024.
I think vert skateboarding is growing quickly, and women are a huge part of that. And they're leading the way in a lot of ways.
I've been competing in vert contests since before this generation of girls was even born. So to see this new generation really pushing the level with each and every contest has been super inspiring to watch.
I'm amazed at the progression that we've seen just in the last 5 years. I mean, it was the highlight of our event last year.
It was monumental to see Arisa Trew's 720, first time ever in competition, Tony being right there.
Oh, we just saw the first 720.
It was such a beautiful moment. And then seeing all these other tricks, seeing the kickflip nose slides and varial flips, it was just so inspiring to see how much these young girls are really pushing it.
If you look at the average age of the top women, it's very young. They're doing new tricks, they're doing new combos, and they're the ones leading the charge.
These young girls, they're really breathing new life into vert skating.
Not only are they progressing and pushing it forward at an alarming rate, it's super competitive. Everyone is right on their edge, and they're just one-upping each other little by little as it goes. That is the formula for it to really blow up.
And it's just the beginning, because as they get older, they're gonna get stronger, they're gonna learn more tricks, and I'm just so excited for what's to come, not only this event, but over the next decade.
It used to be that progress would take place over the course of months or even years, but now every week something new is dropping in the women's field. And of course, you can't have the Vert Alert without this historical ramp, the ramp, Tony Hawk's ramp that was built for the Boom Boom Huck Jam way back in 2001. Tell me about the details, the specs of this ramp.
It's pretty much the standard of vert ramps these days. 72 feet wide though, it has everything you need. 11.5-foot transition, 2 feet of vert, so that means it's 13.5 feet tall. The roll-ins on the edges, 18 feet tall, and the 8-foot channel of death right in the middle.
Lizzie, what makes this ramp feel so good? What makes you fired up to skate this thing?
I mean, you can't feel the seams, so you go really fast, which is perfect if you want to blast. And like this ramp has been taken apart and put back together so many times, and it's just as good as the first time I ever rode it.
Always like the first time. Here's a look at our 1, 2, and 3 podium for the women last year. And of course, Arisa Trew.
It was undeniable. And she's not slowing down this year, but last year, yeah, she came out, she did the 720, she handled it. There was no question, she was the winner.
And Arisa, of course, making the loudest noise this year, making history, as we saw on Instagram. She casually dropped that 900. Will we see it today at some point? Don't know, don't want to overly speculate, but we also wouldn't be mad. We have 8 women in this field. And Lizzie, they're always so happy on the deck.
Dude, they are so stoked to have the chance to skate here and, you know, just have this opportunity. This wasn't around that long ago.
As we said before, the average age of this field, as you look across the landscape, 14. There's even a 9-year-old in this field in Mia Kretzer. It is a beautiful thing. We got Lilly Erickson, Jada Ward, Mia Kretzer, Lilly Stoephasius, Juno Matsuoka, Mizuho Hasegawa,
Mizuho Hasegawa, Asahi Kaihara, and Arisa Trew.
Taking a look at Mizuho Hasegawa, 13 years of age.
Yeah, she was the winner out at Tampa Pro in April, so she's not messing around.
What do you love about Asahi?
Dude, she has really good tricks. And she, I don't know, I feel like she does some things that none of the other girls are doing.
And there, of course, is young Arisa Trew.
She's been breaking every boundary at 14 years old. McTwists are easy. Switch McTwists seem to be pretty easy. 7s, and now, like you said, 900s. Come on.
Hey, and she just did, what's it called? Wait, what's the
egg? Yeah, 540 eggplant, yeah.
Yeah, so sick.
We're just trying to stack up all those tricks. It's not just the 3 of us, of course. There's one more member who's going to be getting us started. Let's throw it to the vert ramp with the one and only Jason Ellis-May.
Thank you, Salema. Did you know the average age for Vert Alert announcer is like 50? Not quite 14, right? What can you do? Anyway, are you guys ready for these ladies to set themselves on fire on this giant vert ramp, Utah? Ladies, are you ready? This is the finals, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best of the best competing against. This is the highest level I've ever seen girls at. This is the best. This is my favorite part. No offense to the guys, but this is the most. Sorry, guys, if you're here still, but this is. They've just got so much better. So I'm just more excited about the women because they're just better. You guys are better. I can say that because I'm not competing anymore, but you guys are. I love you all. You're so great. Before the contest starts, I love you all. You're so fantastic. Lilly, you're at the top of the heat. Are you ready to go? Take it away. It's all you.
Thank you, Jason Ellis, and it is on as Lilly Erickson drops in 30 minutes in this jam session. They will go in order. We'll see as many runs as we can in those 30 minutes. If you fall, you are done, and the next rolls in.
Lilly gets the honor of being the first skater in since she's just squeezed into the cut yesterday in the top 8.
First skater in, but not her first time here competing.
Lilly from Aula, Hawaii. Aloha to those of you that are watching from the great state of Hawaii.
Wow, full run.
We love a full pull to set the tone. And
She's
a little high five from Birdman doesn't hurt. To hurt. Next up is Jada Ward from Queensland.
Jada Ward, she got 10th place in 2022 and in 2023. This is her first Vert Alert final.
So this is the highest she's ever placed.
Yeah, she's on her way.
She's been putting some good tricks down.
Yeah, she's got a wicked bag of tricks. Fakey 540s of really technical lip tricks.
Nice.
Clean back 3.
Smooth lip tricks. I like that front Smith nose grind.
Everybody on the deck, I think, right now has clean frontside and backside nose grinds. We saw that yesterday. It's like the new standard.
Mia Kretzer, 9 years old. Beautiful alley-oop to start things off out of Australia.
Invert technique.
Now to kick things off, we were talking about the size of this ramp. If you're that small, this ramp has to feel like a mount.
540.
Obviously, she handles it.
She really stands up on those so good.
Ooh. Got that buttery backside board slide.
Oh!
Lilly Stoephasius coming in from Germany. She is an Olympian.
Little crail air to tail. Those are fun.
Lilly getting 3rd in Tampa this year.
She actually won Vert Alert in 2022 and then missed last year's cut, so it's great to see her back in the final. Ripping. Great style, too, all day. Varial, boom. Fakey 540.
That is so hard.
Seems to be the new standard.
Next up, we've got Juno Matsuoka from Osaka, Japan. 13 years of age and boosting.
Coming in with a big method. Double grab. We saw that yesterday.
And as we'll see throughout the final, the McTwist is a standard trick now.
I was just about to say, like, that 540 is so casual.
And clean.
And flip tricks for days, hand plants. It's funny because honestly, Lizzie, you mentioned it yesterday. You said hand plants are kind of, they feel like a basic, more simple trick. She fell on a hand plant after doing so many hard tricks. That's contest skating for you though, right? Any trick can become really difficult under this kind of pressure.
This is Mizuho.
Mizuho Hasegawa, also from Osaka, 17 years of age.
She's coming off that win at Tampa Pro back in April. And the Tampa Pro is a qualifier to this event for the first time. It's good to be partnered up.
So much power in her skating.
She's small, but she goes big. Also, I love seeing all the girls are doing the roll-in. They're trying to get as much speed as they can. Asahi.
Indeed. She placed second last year, so right there behind Arisa. And then she placed second in qualifiers yesterday. Keeping it going here in the final. Such a great bag of tricks and a beautiful style.
I love that all the girls make this look so easy. Like, they don't make this ramp look as terrifying as it is, or can be.
Especially when you watch them blast the channel, you know, until you go and stand in the bottom of this ramp, as we've got Arisa Trew in here, skying. Saw her in practice, giving us a look at McTwist to switch McTwist after air to fakie setup and just making it look casual.
Hey, and
Switch frontside air?
Yeah, right? And that, the frontside half cab nose slide to forward. She might have hit her truck on the coping. Front crook fakie.
That was sick.
Fakie 5.
These are stacked combos.
See, there is so much going on in this run. Come on. She just did a frontside 3 lead to tail.
First run in, and she just set the bar so high.
One run down here in this 30-minute jam, and I love that, like, if it was obvious as we're back to the top of the order with Lilly, as we see Arisa clearly moving into first. As you can see, the top of your leaderboard there, that is constant live ranking.
Here's Lilly, and she's in fourth.
Love that.
Blunt to fakie, stepping it up.
I don't know about you guys, but there's something about tall people with good style that they almost have an unfair advantage because of how hard it is to look.
You're absolutely right.
I don't know, there's benefits to both. I feel like if you're small, like, no matter what you do, you always look like you're blasting. Like in photos, it's like, dang, they were on fire.
Jada Ward coming in now.
From Australia.
Blasting. Daughter of Trevor Ward, who's kind of in charge of a whole clan of Australians here at this weekend's event. He travels the world with them. He runs camps and teaches kids back in Australia.
I'm loving the black socks, black shoes, black knee pads, just the black theme.
Indy 3 to fakie, half cap nose grab.
Fakie to fakie 5.
There's been a lot of obvious conversation with the power of Japanese skaters in vert, but there seems to be a bit of an Australian resurgence with 3 in this field. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's definitely what's happening. Australia obviously has always had such a great skate scene because I think it's kind of a skate culture down there. But yeah, for a good 20 years, nowhere was producing vert skaters, but they're back.
That was awesome.
You know, it's so cool seeing this group of kids because their attitude, it's less of attack and more of play. Like, I'm watching a 9-year-old playing in the vert ramp.
Playing, just doing a fakie to fakie 5. We've seen like a couple already. Like, that's a really oh my god, she's hanging on. This is what contests bring out. Like, I feel like, oh my god, she's testing up.
Yeah! All of Perth, Australia right now is losing it.
And look at, like, on the deck, the girls like are supporting each other. They're stoked to see their competitors make their full run.
So cool.
I feel like in sports, it's rare that you see that kind of camaraderie.
It really is, and I think even in skateboarding, I think the women have sort of set a standard for a new energy of what it feels like to be supportive on the vert ramp.
Oh my god.
Back nose blunt.
No.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it.
She's in.
Yeah!
That was awesome.
Well, getting back to the camaraderie, there's no progression in skateboarding without feeding off your fellow skaters. If you're on an island, you're not going to progress skateboarding, right?
Oh!
Come on!
I love that.
This is the finals energy we're looking for.
Oh my god.
At Tony Hawk's Vert Alert. I can see Tony Hawk right now on the vert ramp.
He's got the biggest smile on his face, too.
Super grinning.
Alley-oop.
There's that stale face. So also remember, this is a jam, and the girls should be mixing up their runs.
Right.
And here we're seeing, like, some girls are doing the same run, some girls are doing different runs, and it's going to be shown in their scores.
Yeah, I like that you make that point because there's definitely a bit of strategy with that nice kickflip indie there from Juno.
Right, because our judges are looking for overall impression, but we know as skaters, it's a lot easier to be consistent when you're doing a routine. If you're mixing it up and freestyling, that's when it gets tough to stay on your board, because sometimes you don't know what you're going to do next. Back blunt.
The way she does that is crazy. She just turns it in last minute.
And wasting no time as she blasts across the channel there, grabbing stale. Mizuho Hasegawa.
Alley-oop stale.
Any trick is going to be better when you alley-oop it straight up. So
She has a good flat spin 5. A lot of these girls are doing McTwist, but she's mixing it up.
Oh, the body varial tail grab, aka the Brontosaurus. There we go. Trick of the weekend, front nose grind.
Big body jar too.
Oh, back stale. Wow.
The This is a great run for Mizuho.
Nose grab, fakie 3.
Lean deep. The variety is what's really impressive. You can have all the McTwists and spins you want, but when you can do flip tricks, airs, hand plants, disasters, grinds of every kind, that's hard to do.
Benihana.
Asahi wins Style Award in my mind.
Saran wrap.
So awesome.
Oh, that was cool. That was a good combo. And then straight into a feeble fakie.
And that.
Fakie shove.
Did she grab that stale also? It was, I don't even know. I'd have to see a replay later, but. Front nose.
That was sick.
How casual did she come back in off of that front nose? What are you talking about? Asahi Kaihara. Wow.
She's so composed, but then when you watch her on her skateboard, she just like comes out.
Arisa Trew, we saw her give us like a clinic in lip tricks in her first run, and now she's like, for the second portion, watch this.
We've already seen so much, and we're only on the second runs.
Right, but they've been so consistent that they've eaten up a whole bunch of time already. I was imagining they would get tons of runs in this 30 minutes. We'll see. They're staying on for 45 seconds. Look at that. Switch, backside air, out of a fakie 540.
That is crazy.
Woo! Second run's in the bag. Arisa Trew, I imagine, is going to stay in that top spot, followed by Hasegawa and Kaihara.
Right, I don't see anyone stepping to that level of difficulty. Everyone out here is ripping, but she's ripping at a next level.
Nice blunt to fakie from Lilly Erickson. Such great style, and just like that, commentators jinx.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this. Doing a blunt fakie into a fakie 3 with a grab, it's just kind of a strange choice. You don't get a lot of speed out of a blunt fakie, so the fact that she made it in her first run, props, it's a tough combo. That's all I'm saying.
Over the channel, nose grind. That's a hard trick.
Jada Ward sliding into safety.
Mia. Oh wait, no, sorry. Is this Mia?
This is Mia.
This is Mia.
All 9 years of existence of her.
She just stands straight back up on those. That's incredible.
It really is. But it does go back to our point, I think, Lizzie, what we were talking about yesterday. When you're young and small, that's the best time to learn those kinds of tricks. If you've got the talent, you can at least take a bunch of slams, and you have a real low center of gravity. That helps so much when you're trying to spin really fast.
Can you imagine how casual that's going to feel for her in 9 years when she's all of 18?
Yeah. No, I can't, but it's a good question.
Yeah, there's so many like different, I don't know, if you're really tall or really small, there's just different benefits of each one. Speaking of small, some of the shorter people that are vert skaters blast the biggest.
That's right. Like Lincoln Ueda is a 10-foot air guy.
Even Sandro, like I feel like he's not super tall, but he knows how to use the ramp and go big.
Case in point, Juno coming in, just blasting that method. We love that double grab cannonball.
What's it like, sort of to build relation? What do you have to do to build relationship with the transition in order to feel the confidence to be like, all right, I want to start to try to leave the ramp and go a little bit bigger?
If you want to go bigger, I mean, you just have to learn the pump. I feel like vert skating is so much about using the whole transition. When you skate, I skate both. I skate park, I skate vert, but the pump in each is different.
Nice.
She's stoked she made that kickflip into.
And you also just have to spend a massive amount of time on half pipes. It's just it's a slog to get this. But I say that, and then there's 9-year-olds that are doing McTwist. So I guess it doesn't take that much time to get good.
Speaking of,
it depends on where you're skating and who you're skating with, and I think you know your support system is everything.
And you know, to have a, I hate to say coach because it's always kind of a weird thing in skateboarding.
Some people have coaches, some don't.
Some don't. But to have somebody who can sit there and say, hey, like Mitchie does, this is what you're doing wrong, change this, and boom, he gives you the key to the trick and you can learn it in 3 tries versus bailing it for the next 6 months without knowing what you're doing wrong. That's important too.
Mizuho Hasegawa, of course, who got second at Park in X Games last year in Ventura. Skating both again this year.
That is a great trick.
The smack on the tail.
We heard
so
that.
assertive.
We heard that all the way down here.
Yeah, and a 360 body jar, that is a trick that very few people in the world do.
So Mizuho definitely letting Arisa Trew know, like, hey, I'm here. Whoa, I'm here right behind you.
Kickflip ending with so much determination. She goes and she knows that her board's going to be exactly where she wants it.
I can't believe she can do some of these tricks every time. They're low probability tricks. How do you make them every try?
She rides for Blood Wizard too, which is pretty awesome.
That nosebleed is
so clean.
It's a thing of beauty.
But I just wonder at what point now the judges are going to say, hey, show us a different line, all different tricks.
Varial McTwist.
Body varial McTwist into the lean varial over the gap.
I just love when Madonna slaps the tail. Never gets old.
You're right.
Fakie to fakie 5. I love how that's like a trick that a bunch of the girls are doing.
I know, it's becoming that
Backlip 3. We love that. Yeah.
The backside lip slide reaver is one of the scariest tricks to learn on a ramp.
Because you're coming in super blind, and when it goes bad, it goes bad.
It does. You have to really make sure you don't hit your truck.
Yes, because if you do, you're going to wake up somewhere else.
I feel like for those people that don't understand skateboarding, they think like a big air is like the craziest thing you could do, but like some of the lip tricks, like there's so much consequence.
Absolutely.
Well, somehow we have only 11 minutes to go in this final. As we're in the 4th run, or the back half of this 3rd run of skating.
Nose grind over the channel's no joke either.
Yeah, and part of the difficulty of skating that channel isn't going over it, it's the setup, it's the wall before, where you have to make sure you land your trick perfect. You gotta look up real quick and know that you're in the right spot to get over the channel. And if you're not, you better be ready to adjust and figure out what you're gonna do instead. Because when you choose wrong, you can end up flying into the channel upside down and backwards and die.
Everything you just described sounds like a horrible life choice.
Here's Mia again.
That is just next level, unbelievable.
Do we know how old she was when she started?
Probably.
Now that she's a veteran of 9 years old?
We don't. We need to find out. Let's get Corbin
Oh! She's hanging on.
Calling that 7 to make.
7s.
She just power slid a 720 into the flat bottom.
So crazy.
But so you see what I'm saying? Like when you're little and you're super flexible and you can squat like that, you can go for that. If you're 6 feet tall and you went for that, I mean, it can go real bad.
Yeah, an adult would not want to put that kind of flexion.
The famous Delmar squat.
Oh, Lilly Stoephasius showing us some best trick vibes.
Which is still coming up in a bit.
Yes.
It'll be cool to see these girls on the ramp again.
Juno Matsuoka off the rolling.
Alley-oop judo, front stale. She really leans back on that. Like, it looks like she's in the back seat. 540. She stood up on it good, too. Like, these girls are landing in, like, you know, the sweet spot of the ramp. That's really important in vert skating, where you land at the top so that you can get the full pump. If you go too far off the wall, it can mess up your whole run.
Yeah, I was flying in here yesterday. I was on Instagram on the plane, and I saw the Emakawa Kawakami back-to-back 900s, and I watched the replay again, and I was like, he landed the second 900 higher up on the wall than the first one. How is that possible? And then you're like, oh yeah, he's 9.
Yeah, but it's not possible. It just doesn't seem real. It looks like we're watching a video game.
Here's Mizuho.
I really enjoy her style. That Stoephasius across the channel, gorgeous. And she's getting photographed by the legendary Dave Swift up there at the top of the vert ramp.
I talked to him this morning. He's been shooting since 1989. So yeah, he knows what's up. He's got photos of all of the greats at the best events ever. And here we are, 2024, Vert Alert, and a new generation is taking over.
It's truly, truly special. Had the privilege of working with Dave Swift at Transworld a long time ago. His love for skateboarding hasn't changed, as you said, just documenting each generation. As Mizuho,
I just love the variety of trick selection we're seeing.
These are long runs, too.
They really are. The consistency, that always blows my mind the most, because it's one thing to be able to pull tricks on a skateboard. We all know that feeling, but
First
to be able
wall
to do
in.
it every try.
First wall in Benihana.
That's impressive. That's risky, right?
So risky. Oh, that was a varial, right? Board varial in Benihana?
Oh,
Saran
alley-oop
rope. Alley-oop kickflip. These are big tricks to go for, back to back. These girls are like going for it. They're not messing around.
Arisa back in.
Japaner.
We almost know she's going to make everything. The only question is, what is it she's going to do? What tricks is she going to make? Is she going to break out the switch McTwist in this contest?
we saw her during practice going for it.
Oh.
We are in our 4th runs. Will we make it to 5 runs? As we are back at the top with Lilly Erickson. That was a gorgeous flip side across the channel.
Love that blunt. But let's
Ooh,
talk.
half cab blunt.
That's a cool trick. Let's talk a little bit though about what it takes stamina-wise to take this many runs, Lizzie, in a contest.
It's exhausting, but I mean, these girls are so young. I feel like they're in like the best age where they can just like marathon it. So they can get a lot of tricks in one run.
You did see Hasegawa after her last run, like grabbing her chest, being like,
but I will say contest skating is not about quantity. Like that can be a strategy, but you know, if you have really high quality tricks, whether it's the trick selection, the power, you know, the style, that can outwin a couple tricks if they're just okay tricks.
Jada Ward. Bucky was literally cheering Jada on as she was setting up for that 540.
Dude, there's a bunch of legends on the deck.
Everywhere. It was just Bucky Lassick casually hanging out, Tony on the opposite deck.
There's Tony Magnuson up there too.
Yep. Do you want to see me go 10 feet?
I do. I want to see that. Let's
yes, Mia Kretzer. So casual.
It's always interesting to see like when there's a kid skating and they're really small and how they, you know, as they grow, like skating changes. Like you have to adjust as you get more power. And whoa!
Oh, there it is! Mia Kretzer, 720. She powers through the last one and said, "Watch this."
That was amazing.
Think about this. 1 year ago here, we saw Arisa make the first 7th in the women's division ever. That was in best trick.
Yep.
Now, a 9-year-old did it
In contest. I think that goes to show like what events like these do. It really sets the stage for, you know, whoever it is to come out and kill it. Push skateboarding.
This is a really incredible time in women's skateboarding to win this.
Oh, Burial 3.
No, we're definitely in a special period. There's so much more opportunity for women in skateboarding, and we're seeing amazing women.
Rolling in with the power, Juno Matsuoka. Presently in that 5th position.
She's been consistent, but she's been also doing like the same run.
You know, she's got that mommy's frontside Smith, the exact same technique with the back foot.
I don't know. I think she has a little bit of way to go. I see that mommy back or front Smith. You're talking front Smith, right?
Yep, front Smith.
No, mommy has it like, her ankle looks like it's not okay.
Two and change.
Mizuho. That's such a big air.
So smooth.
Also, she's smaller. See what I mean? Like, if you're smaller and you go big, like.
Yep.
She's using the whole ramp too. That's so important for your run. And you know, if you get stuck on one half of it, that's going to affect your score.
Of all the sailfish grabs I've seen today, hers have been my favorite. Smooth style to go with that.
I feel like you don't see those too much.
Backstale. That is another trick you don't see a lot. Coming off over the gap. But that was another long run.
You could see her taking stock after that run, being like, I think I'm tired.
Asahi, straight in. Tanner. Burial, Benihana. She has such a good Madonna. I don't know if you can get more extended on this. Oh! That got her on the last run and it got her again. We'll see if there's time for another run.
I believe there will be after Arisa. We'll have a little bit of time left. We'll check officially what that is on the clock. Nice kickflip Indy to start off for Arisa.
And then straight into the heel flip Indy, and then a body varial 540.
That was a 3-pack. Make that a 4-pack.
Make it a 5-pack. Can we get a 6-pack? Yes, we can.
These are literally video game maneuvers we're seeing.
Not one setup in those first 7 walls, 8 walls.
That's a Colin McKay trick.
Yeah.
Front cab, no slide. Come on. Fakey 5. Oh.
She just gets up after that fall.
She got up smiling.
Yeah, way to bounce back.
Yeah, thankful for those elbow pads.
We were seeing a lot of slams yesterday, so these girls, like, they've been skating, they've been pushing it.
I love that anytime the camera is near them, they're smiling, they're hugging each other. As we see, here's our leaderboard here as we're setting into this last run. Arisa Trew, Mizuho Hasegawa, and Asahi Kaihara in that 1, 2, and 3 spot. If you could see anybody making a shift here, who do you think from what you've been watching to make it into that top podium?
I don't know. It's tough. That's why I'm not a judge.
I'm going to just go rogue and say I think it's set. I think your top 3 right now are going to stay.
I think the bottom can get mixed up. I would agree with you.
The bottom can get mixed up. The top 3 they're doing it all at the highest level. I don't think anybody can catch them. Sorry.
No apologies needed. Let's go. Here we go. Our last run. Lilly Erickson.
I love the Andrex. Shout out Dave Andrecht, inventor of that trick. It might have been back in the 70s.
Oh,
I think
man.
it was.
I'm really glad that Lilly Erickson chose to not try to put that down.
In contests, you never know. Some people will just go for it no matter what.
Transition in your brain is closer than it appears.
It's hard to make those choices in mid-contest run. Sometimes you make the wrong choice. When the pressure's on, you go for the trick you should have bailed. Occasionally it pays off. All right.
Sometimes it comes out cooler.
It definitely can, yes, if you survive.
Jada Ward, smooth style for the Queenslander.
Fakie to fakie 5.
So if we're gonna be constructively critical on Jada right now, we're gonna say we want to see her get her tricks higher. To be up on the podium next time, add 2 feet to all those tricks, and she's there.
Which this time next year will probably be the case.
Exactly.
I mean, also mixing up the runs, that always helps.
Does help.
Mia Kretzer, we saw her have that wonderful moment when she realized I just made that 720 as perfect as she could ask for.
Love that.
She has the cutest 540s, I'm sorry.
Adorable 5 club.
That's a new genre, Adorable 5. I love that some of the little kids, to make you appreciate how big this ramp is, that the grabbing the thigh pump.
I know, right? You're using your arms to increase your pump.
I know you guys think it's cute, but it doesn't, I don't know. I know they're trying to give it their all, but it's not the best look.
Well, they're still young.
Yeah,
Hey.
as long as they grow out of it, it's all good.
Exactly.
Oh man. Ooh, she just like avoided a bad situation. Ooh, I heard the snap. I feel like that's one of those things as a skateboarder, it will never get old. Oh my god!
Wow.
She is going for it. She is ready to like be like, no, I want to put down this run and it's gonna happen.
She won this contest in 2022. Back in the finals, we'll see where she lands.
Great skating overall from Lilly Stoephasius as Juno Matsuoka.
I mean, a few years ago, a lot of these girls weren't on the scene. So it's really crazy to see how fast, like, it changes.
Yeah, it's like we were talking
And the progression.
Yeah, like we were talking about before, like you see someone and they'd make big progress maybe over the course of like 2 years. Like, oh, look at that. But now it's like 2 months. I just saw this person post this clip and now they're doing it in their contest.
And you know, not to go too old school, but you used to have to wait for magazines to come out to see what was happening. And those were 6 months after the fact. And then later you had to wait for videos to come out. Those were, 2 months after the fact. Now you're seeing stuff live all the time.
Oh my god, there's that back blunt. Judo fakie 3. She's stoked.
Super.
Full run for her. I feel like that's the best feeling. It's like, one, it's cool to make your tricks, but if you make it back on the deck, the stairs can be treacherous. That's more exhausting sometimes than skating for 30 seconds or more.
And the psychology of popping out is the best thing ever, too. It gives you a boost that you don't get from anything you do and when you fall.
How about the manner in which Mizuho, the way she matches transition on all of her airs, makes it look seamless.
I mean, this is the best ramp, so I think that's why we're seeing the best skating. Love a good body
So if there would be one piece of advice to throw out for skaters for next time, it's if the format is overall impression based, you should do more to mix up your runs. Whether it's not just switching out a trick or two, but come up with completely different lines. Now, that's much easier said than done, but it's important.
And do tricks the other or like your competitors aren't doing. I think that's a huge part of skating.
Exactly.
There's so many tricks, and I think we get stuck into all like kind of doing the same ones.
You're right. We're too easily influenced by what we're seeing immediately around us rather than maybe study some old videos, you know? Think of what else is out there.
Clearly, Asahi Kaihara studies old videos.
Yeah, I think you can see the influence in some of these skaters in a big way.
Fun fact, she likes Blackpink. Obsessed. K-pop.
Awesome.
Who doesn't, though? Come on.
You listen to K-pop? You listen to Blackpink?
No. I'm thinking about getting into it.
You should. It's sick.
You can't just now be thinking about getting into K-pop. You're late and also always on time. K-pop will always be there for you. As Arisa Trew.
Is this her last run?
That was her last run.
I mean, she's had such a good standing up until like that last one, but she's in first. She can just let it go.
Yeah, after 7, 8, 9 runs, one run isn't gonna have any impact when you've done that many tricks.
Tony's crashing the girls. There's
some guy from the crowd who's made his way into the vert ramp. Sir, excuse me, sir. We'll get security on that guy. He looks like he could be Tony Hawk. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, that girl session was so awesome.
Whew, that was a beautiful 30 minutes.
And they're going to come back for the best trick.
The women, you are so inspirational to me. The level that you have got to, I'm so proud to be here in skateboarding. You guys are incredible, incredible. But third place is all I get to announce. So third place, $4,000 is Asahi. Where are you at? Asahi. Don't act, I see you, come on. Hey, move out of her way. Yeah, Asahi, third place. Yeah, it's like you're grabbing the wrong people, man. Mizuho, don't go far because you got second. Give it up to Mizuho, everybody. You got it. Second place. We're gonna figure it out. There you go. And now for the winner, $10,000. The winner of the female Vert Alert is Arisa Trew. Yeah, Arisa. All right. Arisa, you look good out there. Feel like, did you have it the whole time? Were you nervous because of the level of the other women? Or did you think you had this the whole time?
I don't really know. I was just skating and just having fun.
When you won money at the best trick, is there anything you think you're going to buy with that cash? Like donuts or anything cool like that?
Maybe some lollies.
Just so you Americans understand, lollies means candy, okay? Yes, I broke it down. One more time for these women, everybody. Amazing work.